Auto City, one of our listeners writes, Prez, people say your free picks are garbage. Well, lots more coming. Welcome, everyone, to the best betting show ever. I'm Lawrence Presman, Joe Ranieri, and Art the Caesar with us, and that's how we're starting the show, boys. Auto City, who is a real nice guy, comments all the time. He's already start. Prez, your free picks are garbage. The picks you are charging people are incredible, but the free picks are garbage. And Joe, I'm going to start with you. We're going to move Art aside for a second here. Are you finding it harder to find winning free picks when there's one hockey game and you got a pay pick on your favorite bet in that one single hockey game, and then you got to come up with a free pick in the very same single hockey game or NBA game?
Call me crazy, Press, but if I know, like he said, that somebody's free picks are garbage, did he say? What did he say? Garbage?
Fade them.
What do you... Hello? What are you doing? It's no different than when you look at a team and go, oh, the Cubs are not going to win another. I mean, the Cubs are what? Oh, and they won a game in a month.
It's a great point, Joe.
So fade them. What are you, again, you don't want to catch a falling knife, we say, right? So why do you keep trying to catch his free picks and then complain they're not any good? I don't get it. Where is the personal responsibility in any of this, Prez?
But with all that said, Joe and Art, I'm finding it hard to come up with winning free picks when I got one or two games to choose from. I mean, I passed last night in the hockey game, passed for my clients. I couldn't even come up with a client pick, and my free pick is supposed to win. Guys, please, relax.
But we did, Prez. We broke that game down 9 ways to sunshine to 3 of us, and we all landed on blood in the water. Vegas is not going back to Colorado.
Yeah.
What happened?
But because it wasn't technically a free pick. Anyway, guys out there. Guys out there.
I got it.
I apologize, but it's bloody hard to find free picks in NHL when there are like one game or two games in a night. Art the Caesar, speaking about garbage, how did the sportsbooks do last night?
Oh, it's a lock.
It was a winning night because of the NBA. You know, we had talked about how there was Spurs money all over the place, and that thing got, you know, to as low as 4 in some spots. We talked how we thought there was going to be Thunder money. We never saw any Thunder money. You know, when I was on the show yesterday in the morning, I said we had moved from 5.5 to 4.5. We closed that game 4, so we took even more Spur money. Obviously, the Thunder won, and one going away, covered easily. We gave a little bit back on baseball, and that's fine. But like I said yesterday, one of our big house players came in, laid the 1.5 with the Dodgers, took the Dodger team total over, which were easy winners. But the NBA day and the Thunder winning in the way they did carried the day for us. So winning day for the books.
Nice, Joe.
No, that was actually a good, not really a good game. It was a good outcome for those of you that back there. The total again too, Art, was, I mean, I don't think we've seen a lot of under money one way or the other in some of these games, man. It feels like it opened up at 215, 215.5, went up to 217, 217.5, and it's just over. I guess, again, if it ain't broke, why fix it here? It just looks like it's going to be much of the same here coming up tomorrow night as well.
No doubt. We opened Spurs minus 3.5, total at 219. So
crazy.
You know, already started the total higher. So now listen, there could be a point where they bet it down, but I think the majority of your bets, including especially the public bets with the way this series has kind of played out, outside of that game 4 where, you know, the Thunder couldn't score and it was just one of those weird outlier games. Yeah, the money's going to come in on overs.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have 218.5 and a bunch of books out there now. I am curious, do you expect that to be bet up? Because it looks like that's been the general theme.
I don't think we've gotten a 220, though, in either of those here. I mean, it sees like 219.5, then it comes back down a little bit, and we're not seeing anything even remotely close to like the 224.5, the 225, and we're not getting mid-20s anymore, are we?
No, I don't think so. And like I said, us opening 219, I could see us going down to 218, then maybe even going back up, maybe hitting 219.5, where you're just kind of straddling a point, point and a half, 2 points, and you're kind of going back and forth. Sometimes too, you'll have two groups battling it, and it happens that way. They start betting it under, then another group bets it over, and then maybe by tip you even land on your opening number. So that could absolutely happen as well.
Joe, Art, are we looking at a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson 10 years of, constant battling just in the semifinals and not the finals with these two, Shea and Wemby? I mean, is this going to go on for the next decade?
I would get used to it. I mean, but I think what you're seeing here, Prez, is where, and I think you're seeing it with Carolina and Montreal as well, experience matters. I think you have to lose before you can win. Wemby was nowhere to be found last night, threw a temper tantrum, didn't talk to the media. You forget he's 22 years old, right? At any point, does Oklahoma City look like they've been sweating anything, even when they got crushed there, right? I mean, does Carolina at any point when they were down, he lost game? Experience in this point matters, and they're young, man. They're really young, San Antonio, but they're gonna have a ton of experience starting next year, Prez.
Well, I will say this. If I was a San Antonio fan, I would be thrilled that Wemby had a temper tantrum and did not show up to the presser. I would be ecstatic because that's the exact type of temperament I want on my team. I want a guy on my team, especially the superstar in the face of the team, to vomit after a loss, to shake uncontrollably and basically be non-respondent after a loss. I want my leader to miss every press conference ever after a loss because he is so damn upset that he can't even get his clothes off. That's what I would want as a fan.
He wants to win. Don't forget, this was the same kid, Art, that was during the All-Star games like, I ain't handing any, it's very Kobe-esque. Like, I ain't letting you, I'm here to win this damn thing. I want to win. And so he's got a win at all costs kind of mentality,
we saw that at the Olympics too, in a team that had no business doing nothing, and he was still all pissed off. Art?
I liked during that timeout when they crossed paths and he gave Chet a little shoulder.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, this is, they keep scoring this stuff, and you're supposed to be a competitor. You're supposed to want to win. It's great to be famous and make a lot of money, but in the end, it's about winning. And if that's going to be his mentality moving forward, I love it. I got no dog in the fight. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I love sports, and that's the way you want your athletes to play. I'm all about it.
The truly great ones have that streak in them, Prez. They have that.
I love it. I love
it. Because we're so used to the NBA these days, dudes being like banana boat rides. Oh, no big deal. We'll see you after as we get to. Like, he's like, I am going to cut you. Like, I am going, anything I have to do to win. You don't see that in this generation anymore.
No.
It's great. Guys, you're watching the best betting show ever, Monday to Friday. YouTube channel, WagerTalk TV. Hit the like button, subscribe, make sure to comment. I read all the comments. We even talk about it a little bit. I started the show with a comment from Auto City. Right below Auto City's comment sits Austin Possum. I am not exaggerating. You will win 100% of your bets by aiding WagerTalk's free plays. We must be in the middle of a disaster of free plays right now. He talked about Ralph Michaels. I'll tell you guys, I was over 60% on my free plays in the NHL season this year. I had an unbelievable NHL season in free plays. But guys out there, again, I'm going to stress to you, our free plays are really, really good. But we are running out of opportunity. It is hard to find one bet, let alone a bet and then another bet that we give out free. And especially when there's only one or two games that day. This is not easy. and it should tell you how strong our actual client plays are, because, man, like, I bet basically one hockey game a night, even in the regular season, one hockey game a night. You know why? Because I can't find a second bet. Sorry, Joe.
Listen, Prez, look, again, I think that guy nailed it, though. If you are 100% going to win your bet by fading on free plays, you should be celebrating us right now because of how much you should be on the road to retirement, except for last night when I gave you the Royals to lose by more than a run and a half, Yankees on a run line. Yeah, maybe don't fade that one, but fade all the rest of them. That'll work, because that's a good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. There is another comment that I really wanted to discuss as well. We'll talk about that later. So let's get into some sharp bets. So we've got no NBA tonight, Art. But I'll give a free pick out on an NBA game tonight anyway. Take the under.
Nice. I like
the
that.
Under, yes. Yes. I mean, hey, listen.
Lay the run line.
I can't lose the bet.
What is that? The Knicks scrimmage in Westchester County tonight?
Yes.
Under 2 million.
Yep.
All right, I like it.
Okay, Art. Sharp bets for today. Baseball. You got some WNBA for us. We are talking the college baseball World Series, whatever it's called. I don't follow college sports. I do follow college sports in basketball and football, and I draw the line at fencing and baseball. We will be discussing that on Friday. So, Art, the mic's yours.
Yeah, absolutely. Baseball, just a couple. Red Sox took some money. They were a dog overnight. We went to pick them on them. So a little bit of Red Sox money, and then the Dodgers over money in the game. So they bet the total over. The WNBA has not been good for the Sharps early in the season. The Sharp guys that we really respect have had a really rough go here, but obviously it's a long season, so you gotta keep throwing out what they're betting, because eventually they'll start winning. They laid 2.5 with the Mystics. It's now 3.5. They took over 168.5 with the Sky in the Sky game. It's now 171.5. The NHL, really nothing to report. We've been pretty steady with the Hurricanes, -140, -142. Obviously, a big take back on the Canadians at +130, +132 when you're dealing a 10-cent line. The total, like we talked about yesterday, 5.5, juice to the over. I'm surprised there hasn't been any under money on that game yet. You're still getting even money on under 5.5. So shocking there. That could change. Obviously, ways to go before they drop the puck on that game, but pretty steady on that 5.5 over.
You said the Dodgers over money?
Over money.
Okay. Prez, do you see what the price is in that game?
I do not. I'm too busy reading Nick Boland taking the piss out of you, Joe. Oh, my lordy.
Yes,
Nick is so angry.
He's very
Joe's response.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Nick is
sorry,
lonely.
Guys. Sorry. I do not know what it is, Joe.
The Dodgers are a $4 favorite, Art. How are they a $4 favorite in any way, shape, or form at this point? Like, what are we, $4 because Ohtani's pitching? Like, I was waiting for you to say 1.5, like, they're laying the run line again. And then I just saw the price and go, what's the run line? 250? What do you got to lay the run line in a Dodger game right now?
Yeah, I mean, and you get to that point too, Joe, where you have to start dealing 1.5 in the first 5.
You have to, right? You have a choice.
Yeah, you have to. You have no choice. And this, obviously the Rockies are a little bit improved. I don't know if they're the 50 win Rocky team anymore. Yep. Maybe they're closer to 60 wins now, but that's the problem with these baseball games when it's the Dodgers versus the Rockies or some of these bottom feeding teams. The Dodger prices become so out of whack.
That's crazy.
Like you said, they're a $4 favorite. They're -2.5 on the run line, -115. So there is no 1.5. There's no 1.5. It doesn't exist.
So what do you do here?
Wow.
Well, we could talk in circles about
you
blah
bet
blah blah.
Colorado.
How do we make money?
You bet Colorado. That's the only way to look at it.
So
100%.
Yep.
So I got to tell you guys, and I don't have the math with me, but I don't actually think you're right on this one. I am going to try to find the math out on this, but I do think we have done a deep dive in the last few years on minus 300 and up in baseball, and I actually think it's a winning proposition over a long period of time. I do want to look into that, though. You disagree, Joe?
I absolutely disagree, because it's always around the same handful of teams, and listen, it's not a regular occurrence, but they have lost more than they have, especially, listen, just on the run line. I got to lay 2.5 the Dodgers. What is it? 1.5 on Colorado? Or are you taking? Are you allowed to take the 2.5 on Colorado too? Give me the run line.
No,
Give me the run line, and
you
I'll
take the
sprinkle it on
2.5.
money. So there you go. Done. Here we go. 2.5. I'm taking the 2.5. It's my best bet for the parlay today. I'm taking the Colorado.
I'm gonna try get that information for you guys, because that's obviously something that is important to know. Art, anything else as far as sharp bets go today?
No, that's it. And then, like I mentioned, Joe, the Dodgers minus 1.5, minus a quarter in the first 5.
First 5. Unreal.
Woo.
There we go.
Just crazy.
So, guys, let's talk about Nick here. I don't know. This is a show of, this is an interactive show. So Nick writes, Joe, so yesterday, Joe said, what did I pick in the parlay of the day? And Nick got very upset about that. And he wrote, I know he was playing it off like these picks aren't real, but if you guys actually don't care about the parlay of the day, blah, 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 it's a joke, it's a gimmick. Let me explain, guys. Joe probably did 10 shows yesterday. And not only did he probably do 10 shows yesterday, but that doesn't even include the fact that he hosts a show on Sports Grid for how many hours?
3 hours in the morning.
So imagine if you were having sex with 25 different women in a day. Would you be able to name them all?
I'd name them all the same.
Yeah, Mary. It's not that Joe or I or Art or any of the experts that come on any of the shows don't care. Damn right we do. Man, you should hear us celebrate when we win a parlay of the day. We are ecstatic. Art is texting us every night. We want another one. We are over the moon about winning these things. And we are sincerely trying our best. But yeah, dude, I can't remember either, Joe. Firstly, I'm old as shit. Secondly, once 7 o'clock hits, every free word that has come out of my mouth has gone away, and all I'm focused on are my client bets. By the time the game ends, I don't have a clue what I gave out as free picks. Nope. And it does not take away from the free pick. It takes it's just too much. We are literally doing a lot of shows, providing you with a lot of information, and it is impossible to keep track. People say to me all the time, Prez, do you keep track of your NHL rundown? Are you out of your mind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. He's a little sensitive, Nick. Nick gets upset.
With that said, Joe's response to Nick could have been worded better. And Nick, I'd like to give you some love. Thank you for taking time to write in our chat, to listen to what we talk about every day. We appreciate you. And that's that. Let's go to our parlay of the day.
I don't think it could have been worded anyway. I think it was 100% truth. So
listen, Nick, I get you're a novice who thinks you know how life works. Really, Joe? Listen, you little child who hasn't been beaten and down by the trials and struggles of life.
Very sensitive.
You entitled twat. What? None of this.
I was gonna write you safe space seeking stupid, but I left it. But math is hard. He doesn't quite understand the whole. You're not gonna get rich by watching parlay of the days and being like.
We love you guys. We love you guys. Okay. Wow.
Not a safe space here, Nick. Not a safe space. Don't watch.
Fun show today. Art, any thoughts?
I commented on Nick too. I told him to go outside. It was beautiful,
Yes.
and then he commented, "It's raining here." I'm like, "Christ, man! It's an expression. Like,
yes.
relax."
No.
Oh my lord.
Nope. Safe space.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
I have an answer. Ralph Michaels is one impressive
Gotta
cat.
love Ralph. Yep.
Yeah. The answer to that question I asked him the question, minus 300. Is betting minus 300 a winning proposition over the last 10 years?
Oh, God.
It is. It wins at a 76% rate,
Mm-hmm.
and it's exactly break even.
Yeah, there you go. Because, well, that tells you everything you need to know with those bets, because you don't have to win many of them on the dog. Conversely there, Prez, you don't have to win a whole lot of them in order to be able to make money. And I'm sorry, there is no way the Dodgers should be a $4 favorite at this point.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, the run line is a negative 2% ROI. So the money line is a better bet than the run line, but both are basically break even. They are basically break even. It's a 318 wins, 388 wins, 118 losses, 76.7% win rate. And it's the Dodgers and the Yankees.
That's it, right?
That have basically been the bulk of it. But there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going back 10 years.
Yeah. Well, that's what I asked. I said, just give me the last 10 years. I didn't want, but that's the type of that's the type of information that you get listening to these shows, guys. Plus, you get to laugh and you get insulted along the way, badly insulted. So come on, who doesn't want that? Okay, Art, parlay of the day. I'm going with Carolina here, Art, minus 142. I'm not going to overthink this. The bottom line,
is that a free play? Is that, I just want to establish it. Is that a free play?
No, actually, I just charged Art $1. He'll be transferring it to me.
Perfect.
So that is not a free play. It's $1. Art paid for that play on behalf of everybody else. It's like he's the Jesus of sports betting.
What are you thinking, Art?
And then I instantly went and bet the Canadians. I faded it. So it was
not
it's
a
obviously
good
a
parlay
smart
of the day.
Oh.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, it is a free pick. So well done, Art. I got the joke.
Of course. Joe, I am going to try to catch the falling knife here. I'm going with the Cubs.
Oh,
Chandler walks.
Love it.
I'm going. Chandler walks a ton of people. The Cubs got to win here. This is important for them. This is a big stretch. They're losing all these divisional games. I know the Pirates have been scrappy, but Chandler walks too many people for my liking. Give me the Cubs. Short road favorite, minus $1.20.
Yeah, they're not going to lose every game. I'm with you there, Art. You got my pick. Colorado, I'll take the 2.5. Yep.
There we go. And that's our parlay of the day. Art the Caesar, what do you got to promote?
Listen, I mean, I'm not on the show tomorrow, but I will be back Friday. And, Friday, obviously, we'll be, maybe discussing the NBA Finals.
Yes.
It's possible. It could end tomorrow. So maybe we'll be discussing the NBA Finals price. We'll still be doing our NHL. I promise, because someone even commented yesterday about the College World Series. I'll try to have as much College World Series stuff as I can on Friday, and then even moving forward throughout the tournament, and then just all the rest of the stuff we normally do.
There we go. Art, you're hanging now, or you're gonna with predictive or not?
No, I'll hang. I'll hang.
Cool.
Let me ask you, Art, I'm just curious here. Have you begun to see any of the World Cup money in? Any of those group winners? And because Group D with Team USA, from what I understand, keeps getting, here comes the home team tax, I guess, keeps coming in. So are you starting to see any of that money roll in yet?
A little bit, and as we mentioned, I want to say a week ago, the closer we get to that, we'll really break down the World Cup. But I'll say the one team that they keep betting in the future book is Portugal. we've seen
Interesting.
significant
What type
money
of
coming
bets
on
are you,
Portugal.
are you getting any on Colombia? They are a huge dog, and I think they're live. I mean, we're talking like plus 4,500 or something,
That's-
4,500.
That is crazy.
Off the top of my head, Prez, I can't say. You know, obviously, once we get closer to that, I'll be able to break down all the groups, all kind of everything in the future book, the opening line matchups. I mean, you know, those opening round matchups have been up. I don't know.
Big
We've
time.
had those up for months now. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I'll tell you, we've spoken on the show before about how religious I am, and that religion is one of irony. I've mentioned that before in the past. I believe that if there is a creator and he sits on a mountain watching us, he's likely bored out of his mind. And, well, anyone who's bored loves irony. Have you heard about the Pride game that the World Cup is planning?
Who?
no.
What is it?
So Seattle is hosting a game, and they have made it the Pride celebration game. The entire field will be done in rainbow colors. They're having parades. It's all Pride this, Pride that, which I think is amazing.
Who's playing?
Tell me the two teams playing.
Oh, yeah, that I could not.
Iran versus Egypt.
That's got to be no. That can't be real. Is that real?
Yes, that is real. Iran is playing Egypt in the Pride game.
The new era.
Yeah. Although Iran is trying not to play in that game, but we'll see what happens. They have stated 11 demands. Not that an Iranian government would ever make demands, but anyway.
No.
I'm getting political. I just thought that was funny.
Oh boy.
But,
I thought oh wow. I didn't realize they were doing that.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a tie. I'm taking the
Bitcoin
tie
down
on
to
that one.
75K. We've got we do have some positive momentum though.
Did
It was
we win that?
74.7. No.
We
I
didn't.
don't you know what?
Another
Joe,
free
Bitcoin
play
is
out the
very
window. Art. Right
very
out the window.
volatile. I don't know what to do about Bitcoin right now, Joe. To be honest with you, it's going to be like I'm passing. I'm passing on Bitcoin for the day. So let's move on to. I don't know what to do. I felt confident. I was, dude. I owned Bitcoin for the last little while, but yeah, I don't know how to.
Well, you
attack
said
it
over
today.
75 yesterday. It's over 75 now. But what did it do? Close? It closed.
I don't know. I mean, I can go look.
Look at the chart here. Look at what happened to it. It's just starting now to make a comeback, but it cratered yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Bitcoin. Let's turn our attention to some sports stuff.
All right, well, let's see. I mean, we now know that Vegas won, right? And we were looking at them yesterday. So let's see what the updated numbers are. And even even with Vegas already in the Stanley Cup Finals, it went down a little bit, which I think is hilarious.
Yes for Vegas at 44
Yeah.
cents. Come on.
There's value.
What?
You have to actually be in the finals to win the final, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're already there. Carolina's not there. And so I'm curious here. And what happens if Montreal ties this tonight, right? 2-2, heading back to Carolina. 7 cents right now. What every win they get, is that worth another what, Prez?
Well, with Vegas, I think it goes up. I mean, I think ultimately, if Montreal was up 2-1 in the series, Vegas would be in the high 60s.
That's crazy to me, Art. And listen, we also know, again, we looked at basketball yesterday, same situation, only this time with Oklahoma City winning the all-important Game 5. Now they're close to, what are they, 58 cents. The Knicks, they haven't moved, still 30 cents. And then there's San Antonio, who cratered yesterday because of that loss. But now it's 15 cents. What happens if San Antonio wins Game 6, Prez, and gets into a Game 7? That's the numbers we're working with.
But to me, I feel like that's the bet, Joe. I feel like the bet is in San Antonio at 15. They've already gone into OKC and won. We already know that Wemby doesn't take losses very well. I don't know. I mean, for me, I would go with San Antonio to the yes. And I love what the Knicks are doing. 11 straight. It's a historical run. Outstanding work. But I don't think the Knicks are winning. And as a Leaf fan, I need them to lose.
Well, let me ask you too, Art. What your early numbers on that game for Game 6? What do you got for a spread there?
We opened Spurs 3.5.
Okay, so the Spurs are the favorite in that game, and I believe the series price, Art. Let's see what we got for the series. It's 75-25. 75-25. So Oklahoma City up 3-2, 75 cents. San Antonio 25 cents. They are 15 cents on the NBA Finals market, and they're going home. They're the favorite. We get to a Game 7. I think we can all agree it's anybody's game at that point, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
San Antonio to me is San Antonio and Montreal. Believe it or not, have some value right now.
Yeah, I don't, especially from a predictive market perspective, because if Montreal does win, and we've seen how good they are on the road, they could get up 3-2 in the series.
How are we not betting Vegas right now at 44 cents?
Well, Vegas is the play.
I'm Canadian.
Oh,
Vegas is the play.
It is the play, right, Art? Yeah. I agree. Yep, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned yesterday, we had Vegas plus 150 to win the cup, and if you look, they'll be it's plus 120 now. Listen, they'll be a dog to Carolina. They will be a dog to Carolina, but in the minus 145, minus 150 range, they'll be a favorite against Montreal, probably $1.20, $1.25. So if you just say, hey, Carolina's going to make it, they'll move through. I mean, at 150, you're getting a better price than you would have on this series price. Now you've probably lost the value on that, but yeah, I mean, I think the Knights are the best team in hockey right now. I know Carolina's been awesome, but the Knights are going to win the cup.
I agree with you, Art, and I'll tell you something. I would put the over and under in goals scored on the Knights in the Stanley Cup Finals at 7.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I
like that.
I don't think there's going to be more. I don't think there's going to be more than 7 goals scored against this team.
Total. So you think that's
total?
I like
total.
That. Yep. I kind of like that.
So 7.5 juice to the under.
Well, it would have to be juice to the over because that's a crazy bet that I'm giving out. But Matt, Colorado couldn't enter the zone. And if Colorado can't enter the zone, the greatest puck-carrying team of all time.
Yep.
That's what the Colorado Avalanche are. The greatest punchers of all time. When you look at Vegas, Carolina, and Montreal, they are counter-punching teams. That's why Montreal gets 12 shots and it goes to overtime. Counter punchers. Those teams do not match up well against this Vegas team at all.
I agree.
How do you counter punch against a team you can't even enter the zone on?
That's
so.
You got to be faster. You got to have you do it. Montreal have 14 shots on goal, but at least they get to play in that end of the zone.
I think Montreal might have a better chance of beating Vegas than Carolina. I think the matchup for Carolina is horrible.
Yep.
And yes, Montreal at least has the speed that might overwhelm, the Knights for a
no experience, though. That's going to kill them.
That's the problem.
Well, that's not necessarily true, guys. The bulk of that team was in the Stanley Cup 6 years ago. Not the bulk, but Caulfield, Newhook.
Gotcha.
Suzuki. There are Deneau. I mean, there's a core on that team that made a run. So I'm not. They are more. They do have a little bit of experience, but
not like Vegas, though.
No, not Vegas.
Vegas is getting it done. Let's move on. What else?
All right, one more here because this is going to correlate to whatever it is you think is going to be in the finals market. Wembanyama, Brunson, or SGA there, Art, as your finals MVP winner. I would, if you're betting San Antonio, I think you can get Wembanyama in there. But are we 100% convinced that it's SGA no matter what?
Well, I mean, it has to be. I mean, they don't have any bodies.
Well, does
who's
it
going to
have
be
to
Chet?
go to the winner? Like,
yeah, that's the other thing,
right? Because if it doesn't go to the winner, Brunson is,
it's not hockey. It has to go to the winner.
It's going to go to the winner. So if it's going to go to the winner,
LeBron never got it, averaging triple doubles in losses.
Yeah,
he never got it. He was averaging triple doubles against the Warriors, and he never got it. So it's got to go to the winner.
Isn't that amazing? So the MVP of the league,
yes,
does not have to go to the winner, but the MVP of the playoffs do.
MVP, yes, the finals MVP winner. Yeah. So A, you got to be in the finals, and B, you likely have to win it. So to me, I'm fading SGA at 47 cents. Because I still have a shot of San Antonio winning this series and him not even making it. And the Knicks, I think, are very live here. So yes on Brunson for me, Prez, and no on SGA. I think there's more value in fading SGA than there is in backing him here.
I'm passing on this, Art.
Yeah, Joe, I would even look at Wemby. If you still believe the Spurs can win 2 in a row, we just said, obviously, they're favored at Game 6. We get to a Game 7. You throw anything you want out in a Game 7, anything can happen. They proved they can win in OKC. They won Game 1 there. And, obviously, if Wemby gets to the finals, he's going to be an overwhelming favorite to be the finals MVP.
Well, that's what's amazing to me, Art. I mean, Prez, there's only one guy that's already in the finals on this list. I mean, there's one guy in there, and that's it. I mean, besides Karl Anthony Towns, but he's too busy being an actor now, apparently. But yeah, give me Brunson.
I'm not getting anywhere near this bet.
Give me Brunson. He's already in it. You got to be in it. Neither of the other two guys are.
I get it.
And let me ask you this. No, you obviously don't get it, Prez, because you're not jumping in on it, which is laughable at this point, at this price. Art, let me ask you a question here. Victor, if Wembanyama is in the finals, you're saying overwhelming MVP. So Brunson's numbers aren't going to get any better. But if SGA closes it out and goes, is SGA's numbers going up if Wembanyama's out of the picture? And if so, how much is it going up? I mean, he's 54 cents. So if he wins and he's in, is it going to 60, 65 cents?
Yes.
Really?
I would say 60. I would say 60 tops.
I think it goes higher than that.
And give me a number for Wembanyama. 80?
Yeah, I mean, Wembanyama is going to be big time.
Holy Lord.
Yeah.
But Joe, you're right. Brunson's there. Brunson's there. There's definitely a case to be made for the Knicks.
I think there is. At 28 cents, and he's already in the game. And what you're two telling me is that no matter SGA or Victor Wembanyama, his number ain't going to get better.
Yes, correct. I think this is, if you're going to bet Brunson, do it now.
Do it now. Exactly correct. Bet it now.
It'd also be hard for me to see anyone else on the Knicks really winning.
No, that's the other thing. Karl Anthony Towns is not winning. Anunoby's not winning. Brunson is going to be. If the Knicks win, it's all Brunson.
It's because of him. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Yep. Guys, let's move on. Art, get out of here, brother. Lots of love, my friend. He's not on tomorrow's show, but he's back on Friday. Thanks for doing this, Art to Caesar. Joe, let's take care of some business, bro. I got a hockey bet that you guys must bet tonight. Period. Like, come on, people. 19-5 hockey run, 21-7 in the playoffs. Absolute domination. That I've won my last 2 hockey bets. I just, if you're not playing my hockey, question why you even listen to these shows. Like, why are you a bettor? Why are you even alive? Why are you breathing? That's how I feel, Joe. Pretty aggressive, huh?
Very aggressive.
Pretty.
It's just a tad aggressive. Like, stop breathing. What is wrong with you? Stop breathing. Oh my word.
Why do you even live?
Why do you exist if you're not playing my hockey? I absolutely love it. But are you locked tonight in a play?
Yeah, dude. I love my hockey play tonight.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Yep. Get it done.
Dude. I mean, I'm 21-7. Come on. And the crazy thing is I lost 3 in a row, Joe, and it was like, oh, the sky was falling. What did I do? I won the next 2.
It's exactly correct, Prez. People miss the picture of how this is not.
And the great news is it's not a free play. I'm charging you for it.
That's half the battle, Prez. That's the big thing, is that you have to get over there and do it. Now, it is not a free play, which means if it was, you'd be fading it anyway. But I wouldn't fade this play at all. That's a ridiculous run, Prez, by the way. Absolutely absurd. And it's available now, so go grab it at your page there. You've also been crushing baseball. Like, what's going on? Did you have another winner last night?
Yeah, 12-4 in totals on the season. I think I'm on a 5-2 run in baseball. Had the Phillies last night. Really, brother. I'm winning basically 2 out of every 3 days for the last 2 months, dude. So again, to quote the Prez, if you're not betting my plays, why are you even breathing?
That's correct. Stop breathing. Yes, stop breathing.
Stop right now.
A little aggressive.
Oh my God.
But I agree.
I can't wait for football. Go on, Joe.
Last night, 2-0, Prez. Won our Major League Baseball game, and we won another NBA game, guys. So now we're on a 12-3 NBA run. Actually, I'm sorry, 13-3 NBA run here in the postseason. So we are going to be locked and loaded again on this all-important Game 6 coming up. So you may want to head on over. Breathe, though. Breathe as you're heading over to WagerTalk.com. Visit my page. Also have a Major League Baseball best bet already up. So you may want to jump on that as well, Prez.
There you go. Okay, Joe, MLB rundown. Let's get to it.
All right, Prez. So we do have a lot of afternoon baseball here today, guys. So a lot of these games might already be underway by the time that you see this. But like the Marlins and the Blue Jays, should be a pretty good one. Gausman versus Perez in that one. I do like the under in there. I think it's a pretty good pitchers battle, especially in the first 5. Nationals taking on the Guardians. Nationals looking for a sweep of the Guardians. Gavin Williams is going for the Guards. Pula in the opener will give way to Miles Mickel. Yeah, they're not sweeping the Guardians. I'll take the Guardians in that spot there. Brewers and Cardinals, Dusty May versus Patrick of Milwaukee. Also, Milwaukee looking to get the brooms out here. I like the Cardinals in this one. Mariners and Athletics. Springs versus Logan Gilbert. And I do think that Gilbert gets it done with the Mariners there. Giants and Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks have won, 9 of their last 10. They've already beaten up the Giants pretty good in this series. Soroka on the mound. That's enough for me at a very reasonable price to back the Diamondbacks. Phillies with Sanchez on the mound, taking on Walker Buehler. If this is like circa 2019 Buehler, maybe, but it's not, so I'm out. I'm taking the Phillies. I'm also going to agree with Art. I think the Cubs get one here today. Are the Orioles going to sweep the Rays? Not likely. I'm going to take the Rays here today. I think the Angels and the Tigers is going to be like watching paint dry. I might look at the under in that one. The Red Sox are just awful. If you can't win with your ace on the mound that you traded for, then you're not winning against the Braves with Bryce Elder on the mound. I'll take the Braves. The Mets suck. Let's just go with the Reds. The Twins, likely not going to beat the White Sox. I like the White Sox. I like the Yankees on the run line. I like the Rangers to get it done with DeGrom. And Prez, you already know how I feel about the Dodgers and the Rockies.
There we go. Joe, NHL real quick, brother.
Yes.
We've spoken about this on the show already, and At DraftKings, Vegas is plus 120 to win it all. Carolina minus 110. Montreal at plus 950. Holy moly. I mean, wow. With that said, Vegas at plus 120 is a really good bet. And they just match up so well against this Carolina team. I understand Carolina is likely going to come into the Stanley Cup as a favorite. I don't buy it. I don't understand how. This Carolina team is a counter-punching team. Same with Montreal. Neither Montreal or Carolina are going to put up 3 goals on a regular basis. And Colorado, one of the best scoring teams in history, struggle to even get into the zone against Vegas. Now, I understand that Colorado was badly injured, but we go back and look at the other teams that played against Vegas. They all struggled to get into the zone. For some reason, Vegas's defense is standing on their heads. Tortorella has got this Vegas team playing the best they've played in years. Tortorella had this Vegas team coming into the Stanley Cup playoffs on a 7-1 run. Now he's already won 3 in a row, 3 series in a row, including a 4-0 sweep against Colorado. This team is absolutely hitting its stride. It has the best goaltending left, the best defensive core left. Without question, the best offensive core left. They have the most superstars on their team. They have an unbelievable home ice advantage. And they're the only team in the Stanley Cup Finals right now. So Vegas at plus 120, outstanding future bet, Joe. What about the NBA?
Well, let me say this too, Prez, because if you like trends, and we've mentioned this, you and I talked about this on last call, and there's no reason, if it ain't broke, let's not fix it. They went 7 straight, right? First period overs in the Buffalo series. 7 straight. They've gone 3 straight first period overs against Carolina here. That's 10-0 in their last 10, Prez, to the over the 1.5 in the first period. I don't know why we think it's not going to happen. They always start quick. Carolina has also scored early in all 3 games. Am I nuts here, Prez? First period over. If it ain't broke, let's not fix it.
Yeah, Joe, they seem to come out flying. I mean, Jesus, we had 2-1 last game, 2-2 early in the second, and then nothing happened again.
Yep. It's crazy how quick both of these teams get on the board, but that's been their MO. I mean, it was a little different against Tampa, but for the most part, it was first period over all 7 games against Buffalo, and the first 3 have been over now. So I'm going back to the well with it. I'll take the over. They have the speed and the ability to get into Carolina's zone, Prez, early. It feels like as the game gets longer, Carolina clamps it down, catches up, and then that's the end of it.
I get it, bro.
Yep.
Mailbag section of the show. Listen, we've read a lot of amazing comments. And guys, lots of love to all of you people who comment. One of our listeners yesterday said, why do you make fun of your customers? And firstly, we don't make fun of our customers. No. We make fun of our listeners and viewers. And we do it because it's a sign of love. We are both alpha males, and alpha males like to take the piss. I am so grateful for every single one of you guys. Even my boy Nathan, who bugs the shit out of me.
He does bug.
I appreciate you. I appreciate Anthony, Solidify. I appreciate U.S. Corpsman, Over Dem, Garrick, Mayor Baltimore. I love you. C. Hands, Iron Mind Men, David Tokarski, one of our best, Mark Valdez, New York City born. Mike Parsons, love the show, fellows. Thank you. I really appreciate this.
Yes.
Walter did not appreciate us talking about Spencer Pratt. He's a crybaby and an admitted racist. I appreciate you, Walter.
Absolutely.
Mike Parsons, don't forget the CFL. I live in Toronto. I don't even know what the CFL is. Anyway,
you make a cream for that, though, Prez. If you get the CFL,
we'll have CFL bets. Scott, a Leaf fan. Marner is bringing the cup home. I love it. Marner's cottage is right next to my brother's cottage.
Really?
So hopefully, yeah, right there. So hopefully Marner's home, childhood home, is the next street from where I live, and it ended up going coming down. But there was a huge fire in his home. Then we've got Bezel Roads. Nick, we appreciate you, Nick. Even Joe does. Cash flow, we appreciate you. All in. He writes, Prez said he has a small peepee. Finally, he admits it. There you go. Logan, thank you, my brother. Byron, thank you, my brother. And on. Rodney, Tim, we really appreciate you guys. Yes. And we aren't here to make fun of you guys. With that said, if you question our integrity, we're gonna start with you. And if you mention that we have a bad record when we really have a good record, we're gonna use that as an opportunity to make a sales pitch. So, yeah, keep commenting, guys. We really love it. Joe, take us home.
Prez, well said there, man. Bottom line, Prez has a hockey play here tonight. I've got a baseball play, and feel free to head over to WagerTalk.com, get those plays, and fade them. Feel free. And then come back tomorrow and see how it works out.
Later, everyone. See you tomorrow.